Like, I don't know if you saw one of the last ones I did with one of my buddies, but it's like super gay. Like, and I purposely worded it this way because I wanted people to get upset. Like, that is not how best friends act. So that, like, I knew that was gonna stir up the pot, but I also knew I was like, this is gonna fucking take off. And it did. And
Yep.
because I knew, and it's still going on. Like, people are just in the comments. You got our side arguing with the other side, just going back and forth.
But it's interesting. You're choosing, it's an interesting human dynamic because we've talked, Philip and I've talked a lot about this too, is you're choosing a stance. And so you know you're intentionally creating polarity, which means it's going to create the opposite. But you're saying you don't get as involved in it. You more just say, hey, I'm inviting a conversation and I get to let them jump in the conversation after I create a topic. And you're almost stirring the pot a little bit more to watch them engage around it.
Also, I do what I know, what I think is funny. I always do stuff that I think is funny. But also I know, and I know I'm going to have a core audience, like a very niche audience like you guys and guys like me. I don't try to look for anything. And I just let the conversation stir up in the comments with my fans and the people who are getting offended. But I feel like it helps my videos take off, I think, because it does cause controversy and people get offended. I feel like the people that get offended, they actually like to get offended, like in a way with, we're like people who like to get, who are just always upset. They like, whether they know it or not, they're seeking it out, and that's why they're in the conversation and they're constantly making comments, and it's like they can't leave it alone. It's like that's where they get their importance. They want people to know I am not like this is not funny. Then they just go back and forth, and that's their life.
Shakespeare said in response to something, methinks thou protest too much, which is basically like, so why are you so triggered by this?